Hi there, I'm Sylvia Plester-Silk, and 10 Minutes to Joy is your weekly invitation to reset, recharge, and rediscover your most joyful self through aha moments and simple energy techniques. Today, we're doing a live reading of the Akasha around setting goals. Wait for the inspiration. Choose wisely. Don't go with the goals that you think you should go for, but go for the goals that you feel internally charged by. The things that will cause you joy, that will bring more enlightenment into your world. Choose things, choose you. In this world, you are so impacted by what you should do and how it is to be done, as if they're laws irrevocable. They are not laws. They are old beliefs that many have carried forward. And I'm seeing like large pieces of wood being carried on people's shoulders. It is time to put down this old desecrated way of goal setting and start to breathe into your freedom of your own soul and understand what is right for you. It is not that there is a specific level that you need to be at. It is not that you need to be in an absolute certain way, but instead, it is about going within yourself, understanding where you are at and what needs to shift and change within you so that you may have a more joy-filled life. So often you are focused on the outward, what looks like. So the home that you want may not actually be the home that brings you joy, but that may look right to all of the crowds or the people that you may be trying to impress. When you go into trying to impress other people, you are stepping away from your joy. You are giving up your joy and walking away from your own truth. It is time to go into your own truth. It is time to recognize fully what it is that you want and desire, and to start to cross off your list all of those things that are not your divine inspiration. When you are setting goals that you truly wish to fulfill, the motivation is different because it's not, oh, I should or you must, but it is, I can and I will. And so it becomes much easier to take action. What are the goals that you have been stalled out about? Are they even the right goals for you? Do you need to be looking at something completely different that would bring you joy? As you're setting goals, you want to invite play as portions of them. If you get sat in this rigid looking at this goal needs to be met, this goal, this goal, this goal, and I have to work hard and strive all the time, in that striving energy, there is a tension that happens, a tension within yourself that actually resists what you are trying to achieve in setting that goal. As you go within and you see within yourself what the goal for you that would create joy and happiness and more abundance in your life from a free-flowing, joyful place, then you can let go of that struggle and that strife and that exhaustion and tension that comes with it. And there is more flow because you're in the play and in the enjoyment of what you're doing, not in just simply trying to make it work, trying to plug in and figure out the answers. How do I do this? How should I do this? What are the right ways to do this? Instead, you step out of that place and into a place of knowingness, because it is your goal, it is your process. At that point, then you can go forward and you will find that each step you take, one step by one step by one step, you will find and notice your own path from a divine inspiration, being connected deeply within your grounded self, your oneness self. Not trying to go against the ripples and the flow, but instead stepping into the flow and allowing the flow to assist you as you move forward in whatever activity you wish to do. Goals ought not to be about what has to happen, but what might happen. What are the possibilities that you would love, that you would feel enriched by, that you, when you think of, you have this excitement that builds within you, but not a short-term excitement like, oh, but it's this grounded, deep excitement, this exhilaration of looking forward, of seeing what can be for oneself, and then starting to work towards that. Waiting for inspiration on the path, and they're showing me like flowers popping up as you get closer and going into bloom just naturally. The process of following one's life path as it is designed for you is important. I'm not talking about designed by someone else, but designed between you and your divine will, your higher self, your all-knowing self, your oneness self. And when you step in or drop into that place and you start to make plans from that place, then you will start to have true enlightenment and joy in almost every moment of your life. Yes, you are in the human condition and challenges do happen. And as you go forth into what gives you even more joy, where there is ease, it is so much easier. So we encourage you to dream a little, dream a lot. What would you actually like? What would fill your soul if you had that experience? It may not be a dollar number per year that you earn. It may not be about earnings. It may not be about a job, J-O-B, but it may be about an inspiration to do something simply for fun. And that is an acceptable goal. There needs to be equal parts of joy and other things in your life. If you are just going for what should be, the joy will be lessened. So in order to turn up your joy and experience joy fully, you need to tune in, tune down into that grounded, inspired, divinely inspired part of yourself, that very, very grounded piece that is looking not for status, but for contentedness or joy. It is not unattainable. It is attainable by following what is right for you instead of following the masses. Stepping out and saying yes to the things that there is a brightness and a lightness to for you, and saying no to the things where you feel constricted and almost dehydrated, energetically speaking, about. So as you sit down and set your next goals for the next quarter or the next year, or even for this summer, give thought to get grounded, and then give thought to where is it that I would feel most vibrantly alive, in a place of wellness, in my most well state. What would I be inspired to achieve? Okay. So, as you can see, our Akasha is talking about setting goals from within instead of getting caught in the rhetoric of what should be in our cultures. I hope that you find a way to dream a little more and dream that into being. Moments create big changes. So keep growing, keep setting those joyful goals, keep shining, and I'll see you next Friday on 10 Minutes to Joy.